All right, YouTube, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another live session with yours truly, your favorite YouTuber. Pretty bold for me to make that claim, but you guys know how I roll, right? Relentless trader, here to save the day. So it's 9 a.m. It's a beautiful, beautiful Friday morning, and Relentless Trader is ready. You know, stock TOP. This is what we love to see. We love to see the short sellers get smoked, and we love to see them, get obliterated. This is lovely. This is excellent. Now, with that being said, the stock did pull back, right? So if you guys didn't know, stock TOP, this one, a lot of people were watching yesterday around, 9:45, 10 a.m. market time. This thing goes from about $10 to $20. Well, initially 10 to 15, pulls back, then goes to a high of 24, and in after hours completely took off and went to the moon. This is literally the moon here, as it got all the way up to 260 for a high. This is incredible. There might be someone out there who might have bought this stock yesterday and might have just walked away from their computer, left out for the day, and here they are coming back, up $78 a share, which is absolutely incredible. Hopefully they would have sold, towards those highs at 200, but, $78 a share is still an insane gain. So, for anybody who might have swung this thing or just, set it and forget it, kind of a swing trade for the next day, it's a nice trade and it paid off well. For those of us like myself who are scalpers, the hope with this type of stock is that there is sympathy momentum. I can care less about TOP right now. I'm hoping this encourages, the traders, the retail traders, and even some of the institutional traders seeing a stock this strong. Because at the end of the day, people are people, and humans, we have emotions, excitement, right? Excitement. So hopefully today is a day that's pretty active, and then maybe some stocks in the same sector or even other stocks with breaking news are just strong, right? So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing today. That's usually what would happen when we see a strong move like this. So MEGL, I'm going to go to dual screen. Let's take a look at the scanner. We got MEGL, which is currently up 400%. Not bad. I'm not sure if there was a reverse split there, but yeah, 18 million shares of volume, 7 million shares in the float, and 149% gap versus yesterday's close. So impressive here for MEGL. Let's pull it up. How's this looking? Oh yeah, not bad. So after hours, it started off, and from there, so good. So far, so good. So I'm gonna start with the after hour highs. Let's pull this up top. MEGL. Let's get the level 2 here as well. Okay. So after our highs yesterday, we had 450. That's the first level I'm going to map out here, and I'm going to put that in blue since it is from yesterday after all, right? Coming over today, our pre-market highs right now are at 602. And I like what we're seeing here. This has been incredible. It gave a strong move around 7:40 a.m. But it's pulling back, right? Or I should say it's pulling back, not but, it is pulling back, which is good because sometimes we can be too strong pre-market, and, coming into the open, we need to kind of, consolidate, give that rest, and then maybe go again. So this is really nice to see. Hopefully we can continue sideways, and then into the open, we can maybe start to see that curl back to the upside. So looking a little closer, you know, as we're holding above 450 area and VWAP. The high of this short-term consolidation down here, we're seeing about 485, 475, that bit of a range. So that, you know, this could potentially, right? This could potentially provide an early opportunity if this is to open up and just surge with strong volume. But yeah, besides that, if we do get back above 5, you know, slowly but surely, can we see 520, 540, 560, and then the pre-market highs of $6. If this one is really strong, we might see a lot of range. And so what that might mean is that the downside risk can be just as great as the upside potential, which is what we don't usually want to see. We want to see high upside potential, limited downside risk. So, you know, depending on how volatile it is, you know, I think accuracy is always key. Precision will have to be accurate and precise, and try to dial in on the best areas when it comes to the quality of the setup, so give ourselves a good chance of getting in and out with good green. All right, so I'm going to check out the daily chart, MEGL. Okay, it looks decent. Left, going back to what is it, September of last year. What's the high right there? 828, but it's a green candle, bit of a wick. So far, everything, you know, going back here to like January, we're well above these levels. So I don't think they're that important to map out. Yeah, so going left and up again, 828. Well, it actually is, looking at it a little closer, it's a red candle here. So yeah, this could be an area to watch. 828, 880, and over that, can we surge up some more? You know, this actually doesn't look bad to attack levels all the way up at 14. So 828 and 880 are levels that I'm going to put on the trend line on the charting here. I got 880. Looks like these other trend lines might have been intraday, but at the time, I might have had them on blue for some reason. So I'll remove these. Yeah, so 880. And I think I'm good here. All right. So MEGL looking all right, and it's already back over 5. Look at that, right? It's already pushing up here. So maybe it's starting a little early. Break of 75. This is a nice 25-cent move, 35-cent move, really. I might get involved here, actually. I'm gonna set an order, small size, just to kind of, you know, if it is serious, it means business. But I do want to see the other stocks on the list, so I'll have to be quick about it if I want to take trades. So let's see. TOP, of course, we know coming down. We got LGHL, which is a little cheaper, up 80% though, but 40 cents. AGBA. Okay, AGBA I think looks decent. AGBA up 72%, 4 million shares of volume and 8 million shares in the float. 18% gap, good unique volume or relative volume, right? AGBA. And by the way, let's put this level 2 over here, TOP. It's down a lot though. Oh, this is really quite the move. So AGBA, huge move, and then low 83. This doesn't look bad here for this pullback, but we'll see if it holds up. Not bad though, not a bad pullback here so far. Looks pretty healthy if you ask me for MEGL. AGBA, man, this is incredible, but it's back down. So into the open, I'd love to see a red to green, right? So pre-market highs 916. 916 for pre-market highs. So far, the low of the pullback down here, we've had 236. Hopefully we're not gonna, revisit those levels and we can curl. Not bad. So VWAP acting as a bit of a midpoint, currently at 408. Not bad, not bad. The daily chart over here, AGBA, and I can come to single screen. We got the 200 EMA at 508. This is a level that I want to keep an eye on. So I'll put this in the right color code. And going left, we're seeing some candles with volume. Going back to January 13th, we had 630 for a high point where we did pull back and had some trouble. So that could be potential resistance if if we curl back up to that level. 789, another red candle, and this is off of a a big pullback too. So it pulls back, it surges up, it comes back down again. 1181, definitely a cluster that I'd want to keep an eye on if the stock is to get back to these heights. Again, I think MEGL, the pullback looks healthy, not bad. The low is 81, which is actually pretty good. And do we have any other stocks? I don't think so. Well, actually, SIEB is up 56%. GSUN. SIEB, let's see. SIEB. Okay. This one is also pulled back quite a bit. Pre-market high. So let's throw it up. I'm not gonna watch a TOP. It depends. If none of these stocks here are like really strong sympathy, as MEGL actually having a hard time up there at 5. Looks like it's rejecting. Okay. Yeah, so TOP I'm not gonna watch closely because of the price range, and I think it's already on the backside, but it still might be strong enough to where it gives a bounce opportunity here and there, and give some really good moves. But the spreads are usually a problem, and at that type of price, if I got destroyed on a stock like CFRX yesterday with a 2-cent spread, imagine what will happen to me with a $2 share spread. Even with 100 shares, I'll be down $200 before I even hit the buy button going in if I use market. So, I wouldn't mind using the limit orders. We just need to see good A quality opportunities for those small areas or pockets where we could see a good bounce. So that would be a no market order type of stock for me. Lows of the pullback, SIEB, we got 250. VWAP again here acting as a bit of a midpoint. Can we see it push over 339 and then levels around $4 for those pre-market highs? How are we doing on the daily chart? Okay, SIEB on the daily chart. It seems like we're having resistance here. So going back to 487, so those pre-market highs might be trouble. Right? This is going back to August of last year. It went from 379 to 487 and rejected. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a trend line right here. Let's see if we can get this. Well, that's way too far back, but sorry, 487. Just to remind myself that, hey, pre-market highs, because a lot of times I look for the break of the pre-market highs, right? And I don't want to be overly aggressive there if we're not seeing what we need to be seeing for a proper move. Yeah, I think this stands out pretty good. Coming up, some more. Let's see, 535. high point on this candle here, 639, and then 699. So 639 and then 699. And 699 had a seems like a bit of a double top. 99, 96, yeah. So basically $7 potential resistance if we get there as well. And then this big high point, we had 1850. That was a pretty big gap. SIEB. I mean, the name does sound a little familiar. So this one was in December. That was a pretty big gap. I mean, I don't know if it'll get all the way here, but you know, if it does, 1850 potential level. Time 19. All right. Again, there was a cheaper stock which some of you guys might like, but for me, I'm sticking above $1 for now. If we get back to the point where stocks below $1 are just going crazy, it used to be my favorite price range, believe it or not, a few years ago. And those stocks would go from 40 cents up to 120, up to, 180 in one day, over and over every day. For every stock that we had between 5 and 10 or 1 and 10, there was a stock that was below $1 that would be just as strong, relatively speaking. So you'll get a move from 5 to 15. You'll get a move from 40 to $2.20, from 40 cents. But we're not seeing them that strong anymore. They'll go from 40 to 70, which is still, pretty solid. But it's not like how it used to be, that price range. I mean, man, if back in those days, if you were willing to take 50,000 shares, 30,000 shares on some of those areas, But anyhow, for those of you tuning in on YouTube, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Alex, what's going on? Good morning. Joseph, how you doing? How you doing? Richard, what's up? What's up? Rich is in the building. Rich from Discord, good to see you. Big Steve, what's up? Zay, Brad, Maysam, how you guys doing? Gus, what's up? Of course, Dash, how you doing? Mohammed, Don Juan. I already had my tea, man. I guess more so hot chocolate, right? I drink hot chocolate almost every day for breakfast. Hot chocolate with some milk, just a little bit of sugar, and some water. And, that's essentially what I'm drinking every morning. Maybe not the best or healthiest, but gets the job done. And why do this audio keep coming back on? Wonder. Let's see here. So I'm going to start to record the other screen. I'm going to talk a little bit about the disclaimer, or let's say the opening statements, and then the disclaimer here. Okay, so this should fix that. Yeah, this way you guys don't hear my think or swim chime. I see why it kept coming back on by itself, because I turned it off since Monday. I'm checking here, it's back on. Whenever I open up the second OBS, that's what's causing the issue. But we should be good here. So Relentless Trader, what is the game plan? Relentless RT, what's the game plan here today? What are you looking forward to today? Well, I'm looking at the gap scan, and we got a stock in MEGL that's up 391%. Usually, on a great day, a good day, stocks are up 50% on the gap scan. So this is telling me that people are already feeling the FOMO of TOP going all the way to $260 from lows of $5 yesterday. Okay. Volatility is what I want to see. Volatility presents and provides opportunity. But as I mentioned earlier, we will have to be accurate and precise. We'll have to thread the needle, because trading is always hard. Trading is always difficult. Not because stocks are up big, it automatically means that we'll be able to be green. We still have to be patient. We still have to be disciplined. We still have to cut our losses where we have to cut our losses, right? We still have to manage risk. So let's look forward to being the best managers that we can be here today, right? Let's do whatever is necessary to ensure success. And, sometimes throughout the trading days, we are challenged, whether it's with, missing an entry or, not cutting the trade fast enough, whatever it might be that can potentially happen. We got to stay locked in. We got to stay focused. That's how we give ourselves the best chance of having a successful day here and ending green. So stay focused, stay dialed in, and be patient for the A quality opportunities. So starting the day, I'm gonna watch at MEGLs. I think this is the most obvious one, and I want to be patient. Let's just see if it wants to be strong or not, right? If it's going to curl, I got levels already that I like, that I can start off with some smaller size. And if it's showing confirmation that, hey, I'm the strong stock for the day, I can size up accordingly and take on the A quality entries that I know and love, right? Today is not a day for me to go and invent something new and try new tricks. There's already a system that works well in this scalping that I do. So it's a matter of just being diligent and sticking to it. Also, guys, don't forget to stay hydrated. Alex, no problem. No problem at all, Alex. Hot cocoa and coffee mixed. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so guys, let's have fun. We also gotta have fun too. We can't take it too serious. We don't need to go mad. We don't need to go crazy. Let's just stay cool, calm, and let's have a good time with the market. Even if we have a losing trade, let's just laugh it off and let's just keep pushing forward. Again, staying locked in. All right. So that's what I'm gonna look forward to here today. And MEGL, we'll see what it has in store for us. And, I trust myself always to be disciplined. So before this day even starts here at 9:30, I already know it's going to be a good day. And that's very, very reassuring for me all the time. In fact, that alone keeps me calm every day, is the fact that I know I can trust myself to be disciplined. So keep working on that muscle of discipline, guys. And know that over time, that can help out with consistency. Also, hopefully we don't see any secondary offerings, especially on TOP, because that can weigh on the momentum a lot. As MEGL seems to be pulling back some more. Hopefully it curls up. So our disclaimer here, right? And let me get everything situated. For those of you in the MMU chat, I see you guys. Good morning, as you're tuning in. Yesterday we did have a few people take some trades in Sim on TOP from early and held, and some incredible results. And I'm pretty sure a couple of you guys were in there live too, that made some money. Yo, Vitali, good morning. What's up? What's up? Star Seed holding it down. What's going on, guys? Chi, good morning. Okay, so the disclaimer. Remember, guys, that day trading is risky. All right, if you're new to the markets, if this is your first time tuning into this channel, guys, day trading is risky. Day trading is a business. Here in the United States, 80% of small businesses do fail within the first 2 years. All right, so you have to understand that day trading is not this field where you can just come in and be rich overnight. Like how the ads that you're seeing, a lot of ads, unfortunately, are targeting people in the wrong way. With Lamborghinis, mansions, boats, all these crazy things. Day trading is not get rich quick overnight. Like any other profession, doctors, lawyers, CPAs, you got to go through the process. There's a learning curve. Whether formal school or you teaching yourself, there is a period where you have to learn and gain experience. And, that's what it's all about, right? So it's a marathon mindset. It's not a sprint. So what that means, do not trade if you're new and you're not consistently profitable for years already. Do not trade with life savings, family savings, retirement money, anything like that. It's a 2-minute warning is coming up. Yeah, as I'm talking, I'm always looking at the time. Yeah, take it slow. Use risk money. Money that if you lose it all right here today, doesn't affect your livelihood, doesn't affect your lifestyle. You can still pay your rent, your mortgage, and all the other bills you might have. Take it slow, take it steady. You can trade in a simulator. That's where you're trading the live market with artificial currency to help build experience, right? Do these things, do it the right way, and protect yourself. Don't be like me and countless other people who've lost money trying to come in with cash. I lost 4 grand, which at the time was a lot. And other people have lost more, right? So, take it slow, take it easy. And lastly, do not blindly copy me. You have to understand the strategy for yourself. Remember that these results are not the typical results, right? People are struggling. And I do not invest money for my subscribers. I do not invest money for my subscribers. So be careful in the YouTube comments. There's a lot of scam. I'll never ask you to contact me through WhatsApp, Telegram, in Discord as well. There's fake Relentless traders on Discord and Instagram and other social medias pretending to be me. So remember, I'll never reach out to you first. I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you for personal information. All right. So that being said, let's have some fun. It's time to go racing. Another beautiful day. So MEGL is down. It might not be the most obvious one right now. We'll see. We'll have to see. TPST. Is it looking good? It's hitting the scans. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, not bad. I'll just have it saved in case I need it. Trade smart, trade setups, guys. Trade the setups, the A quality setups that you know and love. TPST, a little bit more active than this other one here. PTSP. TPSP, jeez. TPST. There we go. Okay, so MEGL curling up a little bit. This is good. Maybe it gets halted up. Nice big bottoming wick. SIEB, I'm going to take a starter. Small loss there. TPST, we got 360. I'm still watching at it though. SIEB for a potential break of high of day over 85. Will it gain volume there though is the question.
HCDI.
TCJH. TPST having a hard time. Really having a hard time. Yeah, I'm going to switch over to this one. CCJH. So right now it's a matter of finding the momentum. Nothing very hot to start the day. TCJH, there's a big bid, but it is down a lot here. 810, big spreads as well. Wait, is it really not tradable? MEGL? Really? I'm gonna try it with one share. Really? Are they rejecting orders on this thing? That is ridiculous. Think or swim. Think or swim. UCAR. I feel like I'm all over the place. The other one that I was watching at, AGBA, is curling up a little bit. Switching back to AGBA. Break of 3. Oh, not quite. And look at that spread. Okay, maybe I'm a little jumping the gun a little too early here. So we're gonna take a $130 loss on that. I'm gonna give it a second just to see the price action some more. That way I don't get caught off guard. Good, not bad. It might just go through the sellers. Nope. Well, yeah. Yep. I was hoping for a bigger dip below 10. I didn't get it. It might get halted up at 54. Are we going to get locked in? AGBA. A little unfortunate with those two entries, but close. So we'll watch the resumption if it does get halted here. Okay, we're locked in. Yeah, I tried going for break of 3. Volume coming in. Well, let's say buyers coming in. 99, it's at 98, 99, 3. I'm in at 3. Immediately the bid flushes down to 92. It chops me out. And then curls back up. I'm out so quickly at break of 24 because I'm in and there's a lot of selling coming in as I'm buying. So I'm like, maybe I'm a little too aggressive here. But then it teleports. It literally teleports. We don't see any, prices between, let's say, 25 and 30. Teleports at 32, 35. So not really a chance to get entries. But I'll be aggressive on the resumption though. So we'll see. TOP. MEGL still going down. SIEB or sideways. TPST. So I'm a little red to start the day, not great, but small red. I wonder if SIEB is going to give a good move if it breaks over 85. It better. But I don't like how the bids are just like lagging behind. So resumption will be at 40 and 53 seconds. So we got about 3 minutes. it is important that I'm accurate on this resumption. If not, I'll kind of go deeper into red. So, VWAP is at 71. It's been strong. I don't want to let the VWAP deter me here. If we can see a good resumption, if the price action is good, I'll take it. But if I feel like the price action is a little shaky, then I'll avoid taking any trades. I'll wait for more candles and then maybe a pullback or a setup or something. How about them halt resumptions? TPST, it's fluctuating too much. Seems like a lot of risk again. Day was 77. 200 EMA at 508. Again, 40 and 53 seconds. We got about 2 minutes to go. On TOP yesterday, over 14, that stock did not give any dips on the halts, which was really, really, not good. So hopefully we see, opportunities. Whether, I can trade it. If it opens up sideways, I can trade it. If it opens up lower, I could trade it. If it opens up higher, I have entries for each scenario, but it has to be very specific type of price action. But we'll see. I feel good. We'll see. Locked in here and dialed it. I will size up aggressively too if I can connect nicely, and then watch, more trades. Less than a minute. Less than a minute to go. CXAI hitting scans. All this waiting, man. Hopefully it's not a 10-minute halt. Then we'll be waiting some more. Okay, cutting the chatter. Hands on the buy button. No fear, no hesitation. 10 seconds. We're halted at 354. 3, 2, here we go. It looks like it's a 10-minute. Well, the good thing about 10-minute halts is that they resume significantly higher sometimes. But it's some more waiting for us. So resumption will be at 45:53, another 4 minutes. TOP. Did it resume lower? Dip, up, down. This move down is with light volume though. It might bounce, but this one is so extended still, even where it's at now, it's, all is going to be difficult. MEGL, struggling. SIEB, still sideways. TCJH, struggling. Oh, clicked on that already. And then TPST. TPST and SIEB are potential number 2, right? Maybe they can move later in the day. They're still kind of sideways. If this thing opens up at 390, it has to give a dip. It needs to give a dip. It's the only way I can get a great trade here. If not, and I'm thinking maybe I size up some more, to be honest. I'll probably size up 2,500. It needs to get, yeah, we'll go 2,500. It just needs to give a dip here. Please, Relentless Trader doesn't ask for much. being that I ask for the stocks to go to the moon every day, uh, it's still not a lot because this is the market. And the market, as you guys know, the market is irrational, can be irrationally strong. The overall market is slightly red. AGBA. Any other key daily levels that I might be forgetting? We're above the 200. Did I not do trend lines for this one? Okay, I did. What to say? Yeah, so we got another 2 minutes. There goes SIEB to the depth. So now TPST and AGBA are the only two left standing. The weaker ones will weed themselves out. How's CXAI looking? I'll take a quick look. CXAI. Not looking bad, but I gotta check out the daily chart though. So I'll come back to that later. Actually, there's time. There's time. Let's see. Oh yeah, this looks pretty good actually. CXAI daily setup again. And what was yesterday's high time? Let's not miss this resumption. $12.15. Why? Why did I not fix that? Jeez Louise. You know what? Let's fix this. All right. So resumption, couple seconds away. I got 2,500 shares. Looking to be a little bit more aggressive here. No fear, no hesitation. If I do take a loss, then I'll take the lesson and hold what I have, right? 354. And we got a couple seconds here. 20 seconds, counting. AGBA resumption. 10 seconds. 4, 3, here we go. 354. Good resumption. Can we see a dip? So frustrating, man. I could have bought it at 20, but well, I could have bought it at 20, but I'd have to be very aggressive to just keep buying that kind of hype. But nice $800 trade gone to the wind. And now this resumption is just that much more risky to trade it. So at this point, it's kind of like the train has left the station.
AGBA.
CXAI breaking down on the bids. Watching for a potential break of yesterday's highs, but huge spreads. Man, I would have bought it too, but it's a fluctuation there between like 408 and like 420. The price action wasn't as still as it could have been. Come on, talk to me nicely here. the spread, man. CXAI up 20 cents unrealized, not able to take any profits. No fills on the ask. I think this will go, but it's not obvious right now, so the volume is kind of light. Nobody really watching at it yet. But it's moving up a little bit though. Man, what is it to ask for a dip? No dip coming. Where are we at on the day? Down to 60. I'll have to reduce size here now. I'll have no choice. It's the second resumption, which I don't mind still trading, but again, we're so extended versus where we were just a few candles ago. So I have to reduce size at this point, and hopefully we see something. We're also coming into the 200 EMA, which is not good. I think it will be resistance considering how well it held it the first time coming down over here. If that spread at 20 was just a little bit better, man. It needs to be on the level 2 more of a pause than, churn. There was a churn going on, is how I describe it, versus a slowdown, a break, and then more buyers coming in.
G B A.
If it's a 5-minute halt at 51.34. TPST to the depths. UCAR yesterday. Couple of seconds. Resumption. If it's a 5-minute halt, that is. We're halted at 468. The 200 again is at 508. Six seconds, AGBA. Seems like another 10-minute. UCAR, nice red to green, by the way. Although, again, it's the same thing with CXAI. Is it going to be obvious enough? There's nothing like when a stock is up, 100%, and you didn't get a good trade yet. So, you know, again, that time clock in my head is going off saying Relentless. You got to be very careful here because the move could already be finished. Now, unless this is going to go to $20, which we don't know, it's extended, right? It is extended here. I do trade the second resumption, but again, it's even that much more risk. The 200 EMA is here. If it opens up high enough at 5 and goes, you know, not bad. But if it dips off of 5, I probably not trade it because it could just be rejecting the level. So hopefully we'll see some candlesticks and patterns at that point. But if it opens up at 5, it pushes above 5 and then dips back into the level, you know, we can see it act as support. That could be a good trade. UCAR pushing up some more actually here, so maybe there's a little bit more volume than I thought. May get halted up here actually at 801. Hey, can it get locked in? That's even better. At least that provides something. Somebody's buying it up. Halt levels now at 818. Come on, let's get locked in here. Good, good, good. It looks like it'll get locked in. There is a big bid, 27,000 shares. Observing that selling. And it is locked in. Okay, that'll provide an opportunity. Potentially. $56.34 for resumption. $56.34. Still got another minute and a half. SIEB, nice move. Not watching at it, but it's a good curl here. Break of 3, 305. Scratch trade there. The resumption, about a minute time. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is what I want to see, you know, just opportunity. So after this resumption, I'll check it out. Maybe that's the one to trade. 55. So we got less than a minute. Oh, 301. It might need a pullback though. Again, it is pretty extended. I might have to trade 2 stocks at one time here if that one gives the pullback. Just buy it at the level and then, you know, put a stop in place. Well, 20 seconds. AGBA, what will it be? Ten seconds. 468. 5, 4, here we go, 3. Good. At 200, man, it might not get back above. I want to see candlesticks. Hold. Good. Now to the moon. Well, not quite. Still having some trouble. I wonder where I got filled on that ad. That'd have been nice. That would have been nice, but it's back down. So it's ultimately going to reject the 200. The other one, 59 and 30, so there's about 2 minutes. what was it? 50, 59 and 30 seconds. I'm watching SIEB here in this area. Uh, VWAP is at 318. I don't know if we'll see scalp trades up top, but 59.30. So there's about 20 seconds to the other resumption here.
HCDI AGBA
5 seconds. This is a mess. $8, 8.18, sideways resumption. Not good. Well, take that loss on the chin. 230. All right, my average is 82 on SIEB. I'll put my stop in place. And let's see what this one does. Pulling back into support here. So previous high of day, of course, is what I'm watching at. And we'll see if it curls. The low was 785. High is at 63. 63. I was a little early on that entry, man, is what happened. But you know, not a bad attempt. 1,100 shares, 20-cent loss. So there's a new high. I'm gonna pull it on screen actually. Forgot. UCAR. Can't believe I got caught, man. 87 for highs. Low here. 78. I am holding on one of these other stocks. If I have to guess, I think I'm down like 600. So not great, right? I feel good though mentally, but not connecting and you know, missing out on that huge move HEBA was not great. Five, six, seven. Am I gonna get stopped out here on SIEB? Watching to see. If I do get stopped out, it's not personal. I'll just take the loss. UCAR pulling back. We got a low of 21. Not able to properly focus on it since I'm holding shares on this other one. Double bottom. Yeah, where am I at? How do I need to manage risk? So we had a new low. if this thing Titanic's, yeah, that'll probably do it for this early morning momentum. You know, that's sometimes the difference for the day. You missed the stock of the day, and the other stocks you didn't quite get to connect. I did miss most of the uptrending moves. If this breaks down here, I'll cut this trade right at my stop. Eight and 10, 18. It's about like a 3.5 to 1 risk to reward ratio here. But you know, will we fail? Will we curl? The volume here got pretty high, and so yeah, we'll cut the trade there. Not good. It's gonna flush down too. Well, SIEB to the depths. We didn't get that close to VWAP, but right back down. Buying 82, stop at 75, but I'm going to take slippage there. So that's going to put us down a little more than we would like. Mentally, I feel good, but, you know, P&L is in the depths. Yeah, but that's the difference with the day. You missed the main stock, AGBA, and
AGBA.
everything else, Titanic. The best trade I might have had today was up 20 cents on realize CXAI. That might have been the best trade. And then not getting filled on the ask, of course. Ay, ay, ay. Do I shut it down now? Jeez Louise. Front side move, SIEB. I'd say about 2 candles of good action, maybe 3. But if you're watching at it all the way at 250, you probably caught it early. But if not, let's take a look at it. If you're watching it here, you probably caught a nice entry down in this cluster. But I missed the 2 big green candles right here going up. So not good. Thought the pullback should have held well considering, you know, the resistance that we had here going up. But I also didn't check my 5-minute candlestick, which I'm looking at now, high of day volume on a red candle. So I probably could have avoided the trade. But that is one of the things that will happen when I'm trading up top and also trying to look at multiple stocks, is that I'll overlook something like that. But yeah, I thought it might have looked decent considering it's a full body green candle coming up. You know, right here, at least on the one, and then just 3 candles of pullback. So looking at it here, and let me see, maybe I have to reframe this. Is that no, that's good. Not adjusting. Yeah, I see. So big volume here. Yeah, so on the 1 minute, I guess it makes sense, right? Big volume going up, lighter volume on the pullback. But the 5-minute candlestick wasn't looking so good. Maybe it does curl back up eventually, but much bigger dip than I would have liked. UCAR. You know, I like the trade I took, but it was a little risky. You know, it pulled back into the previous halt level. Didn't hold. It flushed out a little bit more, and that's where the dip held. So from 820, it gave a big panic flush to 85 and then curled up. And today's the last day of the month, I believe. All right, so at this point, what I'll do is size down first and foremost 500 shares, similar to yesterday. If we happen to see good momentum, I could, you know, do some damage control, but if not, we give ourselves like $100 more of room which is 20 cents with 500 shares. So depending on the stock I trade, I'll have to be careful. Very careful. So UCAR, this is the one that's curling back up. You know, do I do I have to go put on a red shirt again? Right? There's Relentless Trader. Have to put on a red shirt. So we got highs at 887. It's curling up nicely so far. Big pullbacks though, man. So I'll take some time and try and get connected with the level 2, and we'll see what we can't do here. Baby pullback, new lows at 756, 887 for highs. And this is a nice curl off the lows, so it might need a pullback somewhere in here, which would make sense. 56, how are we looking? Volume on the 5-minute chart, not looking great. So this kind of messes up the charting here, because it's a bit of a 3-bar play, or quick flag, but then it rejects. But then again, it was a resumption here, so it kind of does, it is a little tricky. Let me see how it looks on E-Trade. So UCAR. Man, but this entire day was wrapped up in the front side of AGBA. Anybody who caught the front side of that, it's a great, great day. If you missed the front side of that, then you might have had some issues. The timing. Yeah, so we resumed and then, all right. I might wait for it to get back to hype day. It's a bit of a technicality because we were halted and then, resumed. But 10 a.m. 10 a.m. The resumption was 59. 59. Yeah, we'll see. So I'll be patient, and I'll wait around. I'll check out the other ones. CXAI. It looks like it's doing all right. So this one is also halted. Okay. Did this just get halted? Time 07. No, that was a couple minutes ago. Of course, when I was buying 12, nothing. So this is a nice big candle here, good volume, decent volume. This is good. 1366, but this is also risky, right? It's a pretty spready stock, high price. So even with small size, you got to be careful here. Big spreads. Wasn't quite ready for that resumption. Is it failing? Spreads are huge, man. Highs at 65. 66. $1 a share area here. Ay, ay, ay. Not really hesitating or anything like that, but a little difficult to see some of the entries. Spreads are also crazy. So 84 is the high. We'll see if it gives another pullback before going. If not, I'll watch and see. No fill. No fill, unfortunately. It's lingering, so it might drop again. Might not. But missed the fill there. New highs. If the spreads tighten up top, I'd probably take it. It depends. But you see that dip trade is such a great trade. Like, that's 80 cents on 500 shares back to the highs. Even if I'm selling at 70 or something, that's 300 bucks gone, not getting filled. Can we see something dramatic here? Son of a gun. I am using pure limit orders because I'm trying to get the exact fills. Oh, great, great, great. Not bad. 66. Now, will it be strong? Is the question here. It's not great that this one trade could potentially stop me out. Well, not stop me out, but you guys know what I mean. It might want to give a 5 minute pullback is what I'm thinking. It's why I'm not holding it as long here. I think it might want to give a bigger pullback. Yeah. Now, can the halt down disappear? 98. It's not gonna linger, it seems. So, was that it? I think that might have been a tight stop right here. That might have been it. Jeez, I missed it. Missed it. Sometimes it's one candle, sometimes it's more than one, right? But what can you do? I didn't want to buy the red candle because I'm already red. I didn't want to buy the flush as it was happening. So a little too conservative there. Yeah. Man. Can't mark it because I'll be filled at the ask price every time. I'm trying to get some good fills. Nothing at 56. Oh, we see more of a pullback here again. Time 19. This will probably be my last trade of the day. If this doesn't hold, then yeah, to the depths with this day. Red day recap. If it's strong, it has to get back to at least 1450. If it's strong. The candle closed and we're not seeing a lot of volume yet. So what is it going to be? High of day is at 15. What is it? 1355? I don't know. What's high of day? 1490. It's lingering. Are we going to see buyers down here? If you ask me, this is a great place to be buying. So, like KB, are the bulls here? Or is this just setting me up to go even deeper into the depths? UCAR making a small move. This, of course, is a 5-minute pullback trade, so I'll be holding it a little longer. I'll be holding it all the way up or to my stop in this trade, depending on which one comes first. The risk to reward ratio is incredible here, though. So if we see good market sentiment here, should be pretty good. Should be nice, should be lovely, but it all depends. And if the bulls are still alive. And if the bulls are still alive. By the way, KB, are you here? I don't know, you might be trading away. Again, I'll be holding this to 1450. 1450 is the level that I must see. Take me to the moon here. Take me to the moon. I can add on potential pullbacks as long as it's not failing. Any pullback could be good for an add. So I got a level in mind that I like. If it comes back to that level, I'll add. There it is. Can we see an add? Fill me, please. And do not Titanic if you do. Oh, no fill. I was aiming for 75. No fill. We'll see if it tries again, maybe. If not, I might have missed the ad already. Time. There's 2 minutes left in the current candle. Stop leaning like this. Poor body posture. Poor. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget, hit that thumbs up. At least you guys can see here that I am the most transparent trader, right? Whether it's big green, big red, or anything in between, right? So can we push up to our target price here on this second wave as the 1 minute candle is making a new high? Waiting, watching. Can we hold the last 100 shares for a new high of day? I think we can. That'll be the aim. There we go. A lot of green, but it's not pushing through this level here. There might have been a hidden seller. The profit loss ratio in this trade again was pretty incredible. My risk was about 20 cents, I believe. How's it going to react here for another dip? That was excellent. I still intend on holding this 50 shares to high of day. But how are we going to react? We had a lot of buying just now. It didn't go. So whoever's selling at 35, we'll see how it does this time. If it squeezes through, it's probably a short seller. If it squeezes, right, we'll see. It's probably a short seller, so they'll probably be covering on the way up. So here we go again. To the moon. Oh, they're selling all right. Oh crap! I'm gonna sell right before it breaks. Not great. So I'm gonna miss my high of day. I thought the selling pressure there would have continued. The hidden seller. But yeah, it might have been like 10,000 shares. But yeah, we'll see. They'll probably be covering over the highs, is my guess. So high of day is at 1490. Maybe we get another dip trade. Maybe. My goodness. If you can just get the fills on it, I'm telling you guys, man, the next stock that like is really really strong at this type of price range that has tight spreads, I'm pretty sure I can do like a crazy 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 day. But the spreads just have to be tight. It happens, but it's usually rare. So far so good. So ultimately I'm out too soon of the entire position. Here we go. Can we see it push through 15? There it is. Lovely. Halt it up. Halt is at 68. Maybe it pushes for that level. It's just going actually much stronger than I thought it would have been. This stock has room to $21 right now, so maybe it just keeps going. Hopefully we can see some more entries though. Sometimes they just don't give you those dips. They just don't. They just keep going. I can't scalp it like I would other stocks is because the spreads, you know. If the spreads were tight, I could have been able to make money on this, big green candle here, but I literally can only trade the dips. Waiting patiently. It's not pulling back, still going higher. When the stocks are like this, for me it's like automatically it decreases me to just 50% of what I can do, you know? The other half of where I can make money, gone. Still going. So we got 48 for highs. We still haven't had a red candle yet since that move from 1370. Again, room to 21. So we'll see how far it goes. Hindsight 2020, I probably should have still been holding my full 500 shares. Maybe selling half right now. Didn't expect this move to be this good, this quick, but it's nice so far. Lovely to see. Still watching, still waiting. I'll trust the price action as best as I can, but I still need to be very accurate. Not even careful, just accurate. Accurate. I have to be accurate. Low so far, 74. It's not dipping. Low, 55. CXAI, the one that I'm watching at. I don't know. Nothing definitive or obvious, but 16, maybe back over 16. It tries again. Spreads are a little tighter here, but still trying to watch out and not, be scalpy. If I'm to take a scalp trade here and there, it has to be something very, very, very good. UCAR looking decent. What will it go? If I wasn't trading live, I'd be singing right now. There's this song that's just stuck in my head. 16, come on, 16, there we go, 16. But, like, there's a hidden seller or something. There's some people buying, but it's not quite going. And we got UCAR moving up. That spread, man. It might be breaking to reclaim here, I think. But not certain of that just yet, but still taking the entry. Where are those bulls? To the moon? Will we see something here? Room to $21, guys. Room to 21. But I'm still taking my profits as it comes. Still trying to be careful or accurate, I guess. Do I want to try this? Of course, they filled me into the moon. It didn't really rip to like 1740. Just a couple cents break over the level. Sellers, some sellers coming in. It might rip here. Here's a buildup. I'm being careful with the scalp trade, so I'm not aggressive up here. But it might start going a little faster is what it's looking like. 64.
FRC.
It's like they don't give the one day I want to just I can only really trade the dips for efficiency. There's just it's not dipping a lot, just a few areas. Definitely a much more patient style of trading these dips here. When I watch back these videos, hold on, I'll hold that thought. When I watch back these videos, uh, it's pretty interesting observing myself, right? You never really know how you look until you look at yourself in the mirror, right? Or through the lens. And I realize I always have a smile on my face, even when I shouldn't. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not, right? But it's something I noticed, right? Come on, come on, come on, come on down. The price. Price is right. We need to. No fill. No fill, man. No fill. Good attempt. Good attempt. Maybe it comes down some more. Come on. I'm just gonna mark it in. I'll be in at 38. Well, I'm in high, so I can't add. See, it just throws off my trade plan, man. I'm gonna hold this to $21 if I can. $21 target here. If it happens to be ready for that next big leg. But if not, we hold it to our stop loss as always. But I'm holding this to 21, diamond hand style. $21 a target. Yesterday we had a stock go to 260. See, X A I, we're not asking a lot, but will it be able to go? Potential add spot right here. If it's strong, if it's strong, if it's not strong, then it's right back down, as we know. Yeah. I don't usually play music when I'm trading, but You know, sometimes. I don't usually do it though because it can get you too aggressive or too, you know, or too sad even, like depending on the type of music you're listening to. Um, but yeah, you know, right now we're gonna try and hold this thing as long as we can, or at least to our stop loss, depending on if it comes down or up. You know, I don't usually continue to trade them this high up, but I'm thinking about that FOMO that we saw yesterday, right? Not for me, but the market itself, TOP. So are people still thinking of TOP and how far that went? And relatively speaking, can this stock here go to 21, where the gap is showing there's room to fill, right? Depending on if it comes down, I'll add. It just depends on how it does it. But I'll continue to trust the price action here and see what the price action wants to do. I want to try my best to hold it for as long as I possibly can. So watching here, am I going to get stopped out of the trade? As long as it doesn't flush, that's hopefully. It's going to flush. Ay, ay, ay. They always do. Oh, man. Trading. Why can't we get an appropriate sell-off? My stop was at 2015 area, 15 to 20. I'm stopping out of this stock at 1580. 40 cents of slippage. Unbelievable. That's the only bad thing at times with a stop. Whether it's hard stop or mental stop, the stock is flushing down in the area where you would be trying to sell. So you just have to take the slippage. There is no holding, of course, for me. Uh, but no move to 21, at least not yet. And we're gonna get back at 150, maybe off the top, or 140. So a good damage control day though, compared to the loss of 800. It's still pretty strong, but this is the third pullback. So again, usually I wouldn't really be being that aggressive, but being that that stock yesterday, we didn't quite see one fluid move. So this might pull back right here, maybe to go sideways and then curl up later, is my guess. What a disaster of a day. Disaster of a day, man. I'm gonna open up this window. A disaster of a day. A disaster. That front side on that other stock, man. For anybody who caught it. For anybody who caught that front side on GBA. GBA. My second to last trade was probably the only green trade I think I had. That was a good stop though. That was a great stop out. So I'm in, and I'm using small size because I was so red already, and so I'm in at 494 out at 15. This is a great trade. And then it holds the whole dollar. So that's when I decided, yes, here we go. It's holding the 200 EMA. Now the 200 was at 508, I believe. But the break back over the level in that fashion is what convinced me this thing is ready to go. But this is why day trading is risky, right? Let's assume I was green on the day, right? And I was already up, let's say 1500. I for sure would have been pushing already like 2900 shares or something, anywhere there, 25 to like 3500. And I would have took the same trade. If this trade was if the share size rather, was 2500, let's say 5000 shares I'd have been in, and I was so close to this being like a 50-cent loss, right? The risk is definitely there on some of these scalp trades. And even the dip trades too. I mean, we just saw that drop of like what, 50 cents or something. Yeah, but 5,000 shares, if I'm green, let's say 1500, and I do get caught, if I'm a little slower to get out, just like that, red day recap, right? Down 500, down 1K. It does not take a lot. And that was this big red candle right here. From a high of 21 to low of 521, right? 521, low of 396 on AGBA. You really got to dodge the bullets sometimes. Mighty cutting the red day in half. But you guys know nothing from Marcelo. Uh, Monday will be back. Today, I don't know. Today, these stocks, man, it's like if you just missed a couple of candles going up, that's it. The day is done already, you know? TOP. I'm gonna watch this same stock right here later in the day. CXAI. The daily chart looks too good to not come back at it and look at it. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it just holds this level right here and then curls up.
FRC.
Sometimes I think about those losing trades, like the trade I just lost on, right? Sometimes I think to myself, hindsight is 2020. Of course, I'm thinking, man, I should have just stopped out 38 break even, considering I was in the green 50 cents. But I also had the thought too that, hey, it can potentially come back down for, essentially back into the supply zone for more buyers, and it could be a potential add. So what I was hoping for, I already accepted the fact that I could take a loss, but if it's going to fail, can it be a gradual breakdown? Because if it's going to break down and reclaim, I'll be able to see that price action and add into the move. But the risk is always on the other side of that. So the flush is what happened, and you just got to take the punch in the mouth. Like UCAR, I'm in 820, out below the whole dollar. Where was this trade? That one happened off screen. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? We can go to single screen. I'm in right here at 18, out at 97. High of day was 840 at the time. The halt level was 820. So it opened up a little sideways, maybe lows of like 15, maybe 10, surges up to 40, pulls back into the halt level. And this is part of the trick when I don't wait for buying. I just bought into the weakness, expecting that support to hold. So very aggressive trade. It's a very aggressive trade. But this is why I'm also not upset when I lose, because it's like I already know the other side. The risk is there on the other side, and it's okay. If I don't connect here, that's what's potentially going to happen. But if the stock is going to be really strong, we push right back to 40 in the blink of an eye, and then 50, 60, 70, 80, I'm selling into the green. If it dips again into like 50, I'm back in. Or maybe I'm buying it over the highs, because you guys know me, high or low. Maybe if it holds really high at 80 and I feel in tune, I'm going to buy 80 and then sell above $9. but that's not what happened here. I don't know. FRC, I had trouble with the halts yesterday, now today again. Usually the halt trades are for me very accurate trades. TOP yesterday, and again TOP just resumed and go. It didn't even give a dip, man. And the same thing with ABGA is that the only way, and it comes down to where I'm at on the day. If I'm already green nicely, like if I caught some early trades up 400-500, I will buy those resumptions right away. But I cannot be that aggressive, flat or in the red, because ultimately, I always tell my rule is that it's better to give back profits than to go red, right? It's better to give back profits than to go red. And if we can help it, let's just keep being green, Yeah, I see HKD, man, but yeah, a couple of people are mentioning it. I don't know. Feel like throwing in the towel. That last trade was so disappointing. Pre-market highs. HKD. It's weird seeing this stock this cheap. Break of 9. Big sellers. It's also extended. So, will we see enough buyers to rip right here? There's sellers at 99 and at 9. No, not enough buying. More, more, more. 22, 22, 22, 22, 22. There's 40,000 shares here. And here's the drop. How's this looking? The daily, well, I guess this daily chart is just all over the place. Is there news on this stock? Pre-market highs, 910. So it could break the pre-market highs before another pullback comes, but again, it's already so extended. This move really and truly started at 850, but the candle itself started at 822. Really? Do any of you guys write notes on your screen for Thinkorswim? Could be helpful, especially if you're leaving and coming back.
FRC.
Crispy Trades, $82,227 gross gain on the month. Absolutely insane. And I forgot, yeah, today's the last day of the month, right? The power of day trading. $4,000 a day average. Let's see, 4,000. I can pull this on screen here. I think I'm on single screen. All right. Take a look at this. For those of you who are on the YouTube stream watching on. Crispy Trades, one of the members here and moderator in the Discord. Part of the Relentless trading community. And you guys can check him out on YouTube, of course, at Crispy Trades. Absolutely insane. Sea of green, sea of green. A 13,000, let's see, how many digits? 1,300, no, 13,670. So there's a $13,000 day there. That might have been the biggest day. 7,381 here. You're looking at these numbers. You gotta kind of like put on your glasses so that you can see how many digits. Insane. And then on this side is where you can see the daily volume and things like that. So 48% accuracy, average winning trade 150, average losing trade 86, 720,000 shares of volume per day, and a total trades 2,887 trades. And you guys will see, a lot of these numbers, or let's say specs, the metrics here, will look very similar to like how I trade, because we're all trading very similarly. That 20-second hold time, right? Anyway, so let's come back because the stock is still giving opportunity here, and I'm missing all the dips. I wonder if it might pull back more though. HKD. I think it could potentially pull back some more. If it does, I'll be watching. Crispy trades with the big boy numbers, man. That's some big boy stuff. Up there with the, you know, up there with the uh goats, should I say? Goated. Thursday and Friday for me this month have been mostly red days. I don't know what's wrong with Thursdays and Fridays, but I've had one $1,800 day, I think last week on Thursday. Every other Thursday or Friday has been red. Yesterday, red, but then small green. Oh, they know I canceled that order. Look at all of this. I think it might come a little lower, so I'm going to wait. But that wasn't a bad fill. The halt down, though, I want to watch out for. I do not need to get caught in another halt down, which happened a few days ago, or yesterday, I think. Hmm. Hmm. 39. I'll be careful. Again, as long as it doesn't flush here, I don't mind. But being careful with a halt down. Do not need to see it flush. The volume is not coming in. So I'll wait. I can always get back in if I have to. Trying to avoid that flush, so I'm a little bit more scalpy than I would want to be here. Okay. No. We're seeing buying, but then it's not curling. VWAP is still down there 21. So I'll wait again. It could bounce here, I might miss it, but I'll wait again. 5-minute candlesticks still look good. Volume profile looks good. But it seems like it wants a new low. To the depths. Oh, isn't this some sketchy price action? Can wait for a curl and then another dip. Yeah.
FRC.
TCJH, is it moving up? Man, AGBA, man. I mean, it is frustrating. It is frustrating, man, that, like you just need the circumstances sometimes to just be slightly different. And boom, solid, solid day. But again, it's the fine line. Missed the entire front side move on that stock, and it's the stock of the day. When that happens, I don't give myself great odds of being successful. I wasn't confident enough to hold between 30 and 40, maybe overcompensating for the last flush I just was in. But waiting to see if it pulls away and then gives a pullback again, I can take. If not, probably just out of here. Shut it down. Gotta change Crispy's name to Goat Crispy. Goat Crispy. Goat Trades. Goat Trades. The tallies will be coming. So for those of you on YouTube, if you want some encouragement, you guys can join the Discord, our chat room. It is free, right? We'll have some tallies coming in today. So if you guys want to see how some of the traders did, right? We do have a few profitable traders in the Discord, who are also accredited, right? Who jumped on and shared their screens and showed us their broker and things like that. They're posting live trades, not the nonsense of, hey, here's a live video from 4 weeks ago. Nonsense that you sometimes see around. People who are going live in the Discord, right? Screen sharing and taking trades as they're sharing their screen. I gotta upload to my trader view and see where I finished up on the month. I'm hoping it was my best month ever. I think it's close, if I have to guess. Despite me not knowing exactly, I kind of, when I do the recaps, it's like I kind of could know, or I guess I see, it's like, okay, I finished the day here and here. It's like, okay, with this, math, here I am, somewhere here, ballpark estimate. Relentless trader has to push more share size, more share size. I'm still not pushing share size as aggressively as I need to. These same stocks like HKD, the other one I just traded, everything else, we could still afford to put another 2,000 shares extra on what we're doing. And it does compound. It compounds, right? Instead of a $5,000 month, maybe you're 10,000 or 15,000, right? Instead of a $15,000 month, you're 20 or 25,000, maybe 30,000. So I always encourage everyone, although for me, it's always been slow and steady with share size. And I guess for everything else as well, too. Yeah, this might be a good place to shut it down. Let's see. So for those of you on YouTube, let me know if you guys have any quick questions. Likewise with Discord. We'll be having another Q&A this Sunday hosted by Marcelo. So we can pick his brain about all these big green days he's had this week. So make sure to study up his archives and come with some questions, right? For those of you who are in MMU. Moderators, of course, are also welcomed in Discord, right? To join that conversation. Bro, $4,000 a day is like lottery numbers, is what I always say. Anything, I mean, even 1K, like 1K a day, because it's not really in a day, it's in an hour or two, right? We just say a day because maybe we should be more specific, right? 4,000 in an hour, right? 2,000 in an hour, 500 in an hour. I mean, these numbers are crazy numbers. You know, even $100 in an hour, if you're here and then you're gone. I mean, anything really is good. But when you start pushing like 1,500 a day and then 2K, 3K, you're really winning a small lottery every day, if you think about it. We do know there's hot and cold cycles. Sometimes things are better than other times, things like that. But overall, you know, what can you do with 3K a day? A lot. In 1 month, you know, there's a down payment for a house, maybe paying off student debt, car loans, you know, all these things. Maybe you can redo your basement or your bathroom. Hey, you know, I wanted to redo my roof. Okay, you know, let me put in this you know, if we got a hot month, let's put in some work. And boom, 20K for the roof. Cash money. Don't need to, you know, finance it or, you know, take out a loan, credit card, any of that. So yeah, I'm checking on YouTube. Let's see what you guys are saying here. TOP, is it mooning? And I'm ranting over here. Yeah, TOP mooning. At this point, it looks like it's all-time highs again. 260, the next level. I would love to see a stock like this come and trade with volume, but I don't think it'll ever happen, at least not now, maybe another 20 years into the future. Stocks like, you know, at that point, the market is so liquid that even a stock like this is trading 500,000 volume per candlestick. Because 5 years ago, best believe it was just 3,000 shares of volume per candles. A husband, you're in at 75 holding 20 shares. That, I mean, 20 shares is still a lot of shares though. So let's do some math here. 200 less 75, 125 times 20. So $2,500 in gains right there, which is crazy. Nah, I'm not touching this stock here. There's no way I do that. You know, we talk about the third halt for me is something I'm not going to touch. Let me see. TOP, how many halts did we have so far? And then the price range and the spreads. Yeah, this is, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 halt, 9 halts in a row essentially here. 9 halts. HKD. It did ended up holding that level. Did it? What was the low? 36, 27, and highs of 60. So HKD ended up bouncing up nicely. And I think has potential to keep going. For those of you watching HKD. Too many red trades today, man. I don't know. Some days I just can't avoid being red. I don't know what it is. I know I had a few mistakes on my side, you know, but still it's like, man, just getting obliterated sometimes. No one ever went broke taking profits. You know, I try to not tell people what to do. Like, you know, speaking from online, like, you know, it's different if I'm working with the students and like they're having an issue. It's like, you know, based off of experience, I'll kind of try and guide them in the right direction. But when it comes to like just the audience, it's like, you know, what do I know in terms of how far this stock will go, right? It can go to 290, it can go to 500. Maybe this is the last halt going up. You know, I have no idea. So for everyone trading it and are holding, you know, you got to use your best discretion. But I always like to say, have a plan, right? That's the only thing I say is have a plan. Whether you're scaling out a little bit or trailing stop or something like that, and understand the risks of it getting halted down multiple times and not being able to sell. But besides that, you know, just have a plan and use your best discretion because, you know, no one here really knows how far it'll go. We saw DWAC, you know, go to 140 and didn't expect that. HKD to $2,500. That is literally type, you know, lottery type of stock. I mean, you got a couple hundred shares and you know, again, you set it for that swing trade and you come back the next day. I mean, you know, you're set, you know, you're set. There's 5 years, 10 years worth of expenses or retirement money or something. Depending on how many shares, you know, maybe retirement for life. You know, you come back up 5 million, you know, unfortunately, depending on the state you're living in. I mean, Uncle Sam will want his share. But uh on this Discord, Dash, thanks for the link. Well, okay, never mind, that's the Nightbot. Crazy thing about HKD. IPO'd on your birthday. Nice. So there's a stock you'll never forget. Stop is at 185. So Osman has a nice plan. So let's see this. That's the way to do it, you know, having a plan, right? And hopefully it doesn't do a crazy halt down of like $200 a share, or let's say $100 a share. These stocks can sometimes do some madness. I am surprised of this bounce though. Usually once we get this first move like this, you know, it kind of fades out. Maybe a small bounce, let's say from, where were we at, like 40? Let's say from 40 to like 80 and then back down. So maybe short sellers got caught again. But who would not have learned their lesson after that type of squeeze? And guys, best believe there are people who are down millions of dollars on this stuff. I mean, going short. There are a few people who will be down right now millions. And they'll have to cover, I mean, it depends on their account size, right? I mean, some of them can probably hold it all the way to like 800. But I mean, even then, the amount of risk they're taking on is incredible. You always have to respect that stop, man, no matter what. And it's difficult sometimes when it goes past the stop quickly. You don't get a chance to sell exactly where you want it to, but you know, again, this business is not like other businesses where we have, you know, equipment and machinery and real estate. It's just cash, and the cash could be lost very fast. So we always have to protect ourselves, and even if it's a hard decision, we got to make it. There was a guy that made a video like that a couple of months ago about being down, you know, it's like, hey, I'm down 1 million. I forgot that stock. But that one had went crazy too. You know, some of these guys are big time traders. Like they make like 40,000 a day. Like, you know, there's a few people doing it like that. So, you know, they'll see that, okay, I'm down 260 grand, 400 grand. It's like, okay, this is like one solid month. So they're not super worried, but then it starts to get out of hand. You know, it jumps up more, it jumps up, it jumps up. They add it thinking it's going to come back down, and just like that, you know, now you're seeing 1.2 million in the red, and then you start sweating at the computer. But, you know, only the trader can know what they can, let's say what they are and aren't willing to, you know, to lose and risk. Some of these guys are professionals, so you know, even a $1 million loss is like, yeah, whatever, I'll bounce back. And here goes HKD, by the way. You know, that's just 2 good months of trading for some people. For some big boys, the real, you know, The real, it's like those guys are basically like below the at that point, below the institutions, right? The institution is the next level up. I mean, you'll have some, you'll have some CEOs and like, but in terms of like retail traders, like independent traders, you have the CEOs, some board members and bankers, and then it just keeps scaling all the way to the hedge fund managers, and then you got the firms themselves that have positions, the market makers, and how they're controlling the order flows, and just keep scaling. Scale all the way to guys like Buffett. Although I guess the firms are bigger than them, right? But the way how I trade, it is near impossible for me to be up, you know, $300 a share or $100 a share. Like, it is, I take profits way too early for this type of stuff. So HKD, if you guys could recall, not so long ago, I was paper handsing right here. I was paper handsing right here. And now here we are into the moon. Overcompensating from the loss I just had. Didn't want to hold it. And that's how you miss, 70-cent move. Couple hundred shares. And it's been 3 nice green candles going up right here. But it would have been a long hold though. It would have been 15 minutes plus of just waiting. Which is all right, but better late than never. Should be resuming. Well, no, it looks like it's more than a 10 minute. It would have been 21. It might be 15. What is the math? 16? 16? No. 26. It might be 26. 21. So yeah, 11. So 21 and then 26. No, there's a resumption. Well, I'm not sure why it did that, but yeah. Still going. Are we going to see a potential halt up here? 42. I'm going to record. Am I recording? Okay, I'm recording. Crazy stuff. Halt down is at 202, it seems like. 47 for that halt up. It's trying, but not quite getting locked in. 56 for the halt up. Bro, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. All you do, guys, be very careful. Do not FOMO in. Do not FOMO in. FOMO is not good. But 260, for high of day, well, all-time highs. Is it gonna happen? Still in proximity here. Some aggressive traders, even at this point, would probably still watch for a break of 260 for all-time highs. Maybe 100 shares. Some people probably more than that for sure, but yeah, 100 shares every, you're risking like 500 to 1,000 in the spreads. Here's a potential halt down. HKD, good pullback right there. Maybe it holds up 880 area. HKD. Maybe I'm doing a little too much spectating on HKD. Probably could have gotten some nice trades here, especially this dip. This is a pretty healthy pullback. If it, let's see, if it comes back down again, I try. Let's see. I think I'm doing a little too much spectating here. It's not like we're nicely green and, you know, missing opportunities and it's like, yeah, we're done in a day. We can still make
If
back
I
some money here. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it might not come back down. I might take a scalp trade. Might. The thing is with the dip trades though, man, it's like you gotta really be accurate, man, because the stops are usually, you know, much wider for me at least, right? Depending on the dip. If it's just a quick panic flush, it could be different. But the 5 minute pullbacks, the stop in those trades, even though I'm buying in a, or close to support, a lot of the times these bigger stocks, you know, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, and you know, losing 40 cents is still a lot to lose. In between. '89, '82. Gotta make sure we're not seeing a 5 minute pullback and it failing. But back in small size. How's it gonna do here? It has to hold here. If not, I'm out of the trade. Son of a gun. So we're really seeing a 5 minute pullback then. 60. This should be, I mean, do I want to try it again? If it pulls back more than this, then it might just be failing.
if I see
FRC. FRC. I gotta scan the voice on the scanner on the scanner sounds. Is it just halting down? Because it's not showing that it's hitting. FRC. Come on, man. Come on. Can you know the volume is just slowing down here almost to oblivion. Not doing anything. I tried again for 65, but not seeing any selling pressure, so no fill. All right. That might do it. Throwing in the towel. Whoa, did we really lose that much more? Or how much were we down? Okay, no, 390. I think we were down 390. So yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, we are down $40 here. So that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so maybe I come back later. Power hour. This pullback I like, but you know, just much bigger than I would expected. Um, you know, we'll see what it does. The pivot of the ABCD was 60, we had a low of 60. But again, much bigger pullback than I would have expected to see. TOP halting down again at 88. So it looks like it's a double top, but is it going to be a cup and handle, or is it just double top and rejection? So HKD, I feel like it still looks good, man. Well, yeah, we'll call it. We'll come back later in the day and see what's happening. So yeah, for those of you watching on YouTube, take it easy, stay safe, stay green. Osman, great to see those nice gains, man. Yeah, everybody else, if you're gonna continue to trade, make sure to trade smart, trade setups, and maybe HKD. I don't know. It's still going down. Still going down. Yeah, I'll be back later. At the end of the day, this is not the momentum that I excel at trading. And I understand that. Even the one that I was green on, UCAR yesterday. And then today, which one was it today? Can't even remember. Positions. Jeez. CXAI. Yeah, CXAI. These aren't really the stocks that I excel at. So, I understand that, and I'll be out of here. I'll take, ooh, look at HKD, man. This is my cue. CXAI, though, is a stock to keep an eye on, as there is room. And this one might be getting ready, actually. There's room to 21, and we're still holding up this support around 1490. So CXAI more than likely will be the stock that I trade when I come back. But I'll have to be careful because once again, I don't really excel at this price range as much. But I think if I'm careful, if I'm accurate, patient, watching for those key areas, we can see some good trades. So with that being said, it's been Relentless Trader. And guys, another thing that I've been able to do recently that's been helping me to get more green days is that I've been able to adjust faster to what's happening real time. And if you guys recall, a few months ago on a stock like CXAI, what would I have been doing? Scalping it like a madman. But I've been getting more disciplined at trading the appropriate trade style for the personality of the stock. That's been helping me get a lot more green days over the last couple of months. Because once again, just go back into those older videos. A stock like this, I know the spreads are big. I know that I'll get the worst fills, and what am I doing? Still marketing in, out, down $500. So stay disciplined, and I'll catch you guys later. All right. Yeah, I'm out of here. Business. Oh man, sorry to hear, man. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, that is rough, man. Just the main thing is just keep your head up. I'm not sure the caliber trader you are, if you're if you're like trading with big size every day and maybe you have $10,000 green days regularly. I don't know, but don't let it get to you, man. But it happens. Let's take any lessons that might be there, and try and come back disciplined, even if it means taking a couple of days off. Do whatever you have to do to get yourself right mentally, and then come again. But yeah, I think context is required to understand fully, what's going on there. Like if I'm to say I'm down 5,000 on that stock, then yeah, it's a big loss. But at the end of the day, it's like not really anything crazy, right? So yeah, but hopefully the context for you and where you are with your trading journey and career makes sense, and it's not too bad of a red day. But yeah, take it easy, guys. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and even if you are max loss today, once again, you can shut it down, live to fight another day, come back Monday, or whenever you are feeling good mentally. Relentless Trader is signing out.